Hello, this is Bukhosi from Easy Politics South Africa. Today we'll be discussing Women's Month and the Women's March of 1956. Thursday morning, 9 of August 1956, 20,000 women of all race, all cultures, all religion, of all creed, marched into Pretoria. These women were dressed in traditional attire. The Indian women were dressed in saris, and other women were dressed in the traditional Congress colors of green, black, and gold. The march happened on a Thursday, mainly because, one, a Thursday was the day where domestic workers were given a day off. Two, traditionally, Thursday ke letsatsi la bo morapelo la bo mme. The march was organized by the Federation of South African Women and various other organizations such as the African National Congress Women's League. The Federation of South African Women were not new to politics. They played a part in the Congress of the People, which adopted the Freedom Charter of 1955 by submitting a document called What Women Demand. The document touched on a number of things such as children daycare provisions, equal education, equal rights and equal pay for women. The main aim of the march was to protest against women being forced to carry pass laws. And if we look at the history of South Africa, pass laws are one of the main laws that people really hated. In 1913, the government of the Orange Free State tried to impose similar pass laws on urban women. Women protested, women got arrested, and the protests were dealt with by the then government in 1913. Fast forward 50 years, they were at it again. So they protested peacefully to Pretoria to go submit petition of women all over the country to the then Prime Minister, Strydom. When they got there, they did not find the Prime Minister or any senior minister. The women stood in silence for 30 minutes and then broke into song, singing Nkosi Sikelel' Africa. In this march of 20,000 women, there were 60 women who are seen to be the influential organizers of this march. I shall not name all 60 of them. I'll just give you a couple of names. Lillian Ngoyi, Helen Joseph, Albertina Sisulu, Sophia de Brain, Amina Kachalia, Frances Baard, Fatima Mir, Betty du Toit, and Bertha Mashaba, just to name a few. The struggle of liberation of the masses of our people was carried by women. That is why we celebrate Women's Month. If it wasn't for the power of women, we would have never gotten liberation. Men were in exile, men were in prison. The nationalist government had created a fear of God to men, so women took on the baton. The National Women's Month was, the first time we actually celebrated National Women's Month was on the 9th of August, 1995, where the then new government declared it to be Women's Month, and we've been celebrating Women's Month ever since. Thank you.